John Halvorsen is here, getting ready for Tamarack Ottawa race weekend. Matter of fact, the countdown is up there in the corner. 4 hours, 4 days, 8 hours, 17 minutes, 17 minutes.
Right. Exactly.
That's fantastic. You excited?
Very excited.
Yeah. I know that the preparations continue right up until day one.
Well, we're starting today. Today is sort of our first day, the race weekend, because we got the expo starting to set up. So we got exhibitors moving in.
Where's the expo this year?
At the Ottawa Convention Center.
Yeah.
Nice. Same as last year.
Excellent. And the people can go there and get all kinds of information, get all kinds of gear.
You get your race kit, which is the primary
kit.
thing, and then your bib, your timing chip, which is on the bib this year.
Right. Oh, is
it?
Yeah. Not on your shoe?
Nope, it's an integrated chip right in the bib.
Right.
So, yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah. What about, like I'm a total spectator, as you well know. If I want to follow someone, a loved one or somebody around there, can I find, is there a way to track them during the event?
Yeah, there is a tracking mechanism. There's a couple of tracking mechanisms. One of them is through sports stats, and the other one is through our website, where you can basically put in the person's name under bib or whatever, and you get little text messages when they pass. Yeah. We have a mat at for the marathon, that is, for the 10K, the halfway point, and the 30K, and of course the finish.
Especially if you plan on jumping around a bit to try and see these people do their thing, right? You can plan ahead.
Exactly.
Yeah, works nicely. What other things are happening leading up to? I know you got the website up here. It's fantastic.
Well, I mean, the expo is the big thing, right?
Yeah.
That's the one that leads up, and then we got all the races. Probably important for people to realize if they have a chance to go to the website is here you can look at the races. You can see the courses on here. Yep. Then for spectators or just residents of the city, you can go over here, which is equally important to things like road closures, where to park, obviously the expo I just mentioned. It's all available there. And road closures, of course, if you're not taking part of the race weekend, is a big aspect, because we do want people still to get around. So this has, if I click on it,
you go ahead.
There you go. We have per day, and we also have a number of areas that are more impacted than not, with some specific letters that we have sent to them to indicate when the races are going on and what to do. Right. And we're still adding actually stuff to these websites, specifically on road closures, some maps to sort of guide people.
That's a wonderful picture, by the way. Yeah, there's lots of opportunity for people to take pictures and see their people, no matter what event they're engaged in, right? Yep. So, keeping an eye on the website and the route map, which you got up there now. We're having a look at some video of these people. Oh, this is fantastic.
Right.
This was, wasn't that the 10K finish or the? No, that was the marathon finish.
It's the marathon finish. It's a couple of years ago.
Yeah. It's fun. It's a fun event to see in person. There's no question about that. Yeah. If people want to come down and have a look, here's the map right now.
And we do get a lot of comments from people that are from both from Ottawa and from out of town that have done races around the world, and our finish has been described as Chicago-like with the crowds we get, which is great, because it really encourages people to come back to the city, or to tell their friends to come and run Ottawa. And
now the finish is the same right along the canal?
Yeah, it's right here along the canal, same place as always. We moved it a little further south last year, and we're keeping that spot this year.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
It's a better area, I think, for people.
Well, it's generally a little tight down there. I'd like to have a little more room on both sides of the road, but it's okay. But it gives the runners, after they finish, a little more time to walk out, get water, without trying to avoid the congestion.
It can get crowded when there's, especially the 10K and so on,
the 5K
at the end of the race. Is that right?
Well, it's such a short race with 10,000 people in it. It gets very, really busy at the end. And, really important for the runners to keep walking once you cross the finish line, so that we can keep the flow going. Otherwise, it backs up.
Pick up your medals and keep walking. Yeah, that's something to keep in mind. What else should people know, spectators or otherwise, about race weekend when it comes to, get an idea of where the races are? You've got this information available to people. So if you're planning on attending for whatever reason, you know what's what and where things are happening.
You know what's what. I think, again, the route maps are fantastic for both residents and spectators and runners, of course. Yeah. And this is the marathon and the half marathon route. On Sunday, there's also the 2K. There's a kids marathon, downtown. On Saturday, we have the 2K, the 5K, and the 10K, which are all sort of in this central area. And there's maps of that. And we have, you don't show it on this map, but there are cheering stations where you can go. We have some trinkets you give out to make noise. And we encourage people to go to those places and cheer their runners on.
I've done it before, where you can move about freely in the downtown area and see the runners several times, right? There's ways to do that.
Well, certainly right here. As you can well imagine, the runners are starting here, so you can see them at the start. They're all both coming across the bridge.
Yep.
The marathoners go further out. The half marathoners go down and come back to the finish. So this is a very, very popular spot.
Yeah.
Now, if you get on a bike, you can move a little quicker.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Listen, who should we be watching for? I know the marathon is on Sunday.
Oh, well, I'm going to have to apologize. I don't know all the names of all the athletes.
Nobody jumps out as a front runner when it comes out?
Manny would know the front runners for sure.
Yeah.
Again, I'm hoping that we're going to go under 2:10 again. I think that's a reasonable expectation. I think the men will go in the 10K under 28 minutes.
Yeah.
Women, I'm hoping they'll go under 32.
The 10K is unbelievably fast.
It's fast, and we have that man versus woman challenge, and we're probably going to set that time at around 4 minutes to challenge them.
There's cash on the line.
Yeah, about $5,000. Yeah.
Keep in mind, if you're involved in the race weekend in Tamarack Ottawa race weekend in any way, if you're in the 2K to marathon, race kits on Friday.
Well, actually, we open on Thursday.
Thursday, yeah.
At 4 o'clock at the expo.
Yeah, and the expo is very cool too for people to walk.
It is. It's the like we have a lot of sponsors and supporters, but the expo floor is, I like to call it like a trade floor. It's a service to the runners to come and look at equipment, buy some stuff. Yeah. It's a great place.
All right, John. We'll see you on the weekend.
Thank you.
I know all of us are involved in one way, shape, or form in the race weekend.